Kwame.
Yes, Nana. So now, friend, I say,
as all yakola.
I said, Makola Pebi Kwame.
That's why yakola panso.
Oh, Nana mi yakola pa. Ah, to all intents and purposes.
No munji.
But nyami oho. Me yoni akitu am yakola pa. Kwesi mache.
Master.
Nyami adumbo ko na so e. Kwesi anope.
Me buy me beto kwesi me ho be am shame kakra.
Ade.
As I gas by this time go lead from.
Oh, there be.
But as is said.
I say, or you're retired, but not retarded. Yes, crazy. Oh, you're retired, but not retarded. Oh, and I retired. Sir Eja, Odenka, Aluta continua, Victoria Aseta. Now, what's your red beret? Now, the anymore. But he said, yeah.
A consultant.
Yes, in fact, a consultant on demonstrations. Because Arise Ghana hitting the streets, protesting poor economic conditions. Where are the YBB brave from the 70s? Looking at it today, Ocean is saying now. It was saying issues of raising and this year, I can't Arise Ghana home at the Atuja say, these are buying through the police or Mashada deliberately. Frustrating Arise Ghana demonstration. You hear Niama Mubisa court say between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pepe and I do demonstration via Anyadia on Bepene. What do you make of it? Who is saying?
Well, it can be a Ghana, so when you're Ghana, you cry and say, oh, my more. With me or your tree.
Yes.
Your tree, you're quite the home. And I will be a yo or your tree, it is a sin crime.
Good.
Say man kwan na oye chere ne wo mu ni so oye chere no embrada ho enti ya rehwe mu ni se apostle be di emra no so na omo so omo ye oye chere no so di emra no so bi adi emra no so asen bi ani ho bi otumi ye oye chere on ya me chere no na ne akoba ni se nyoma bia omo yo chere no dia tuja no fufuro kra ye ntibi da onam chere no oye chere ye na nado dia se nna aka mi ntibi
one pound ntibi da
oye chere pa ye shada pa bo posu manye se be ye na nado ne dia na aka mi ntibi da na omo mu yo chere no ni shada ni won nya nkita hu di bia mi ni won kasa no pay ni ba studio hey and woman penny for back a friend and I'm bisan so ayo na adinti na mo de oyechira mo koye no eyesu nkosa na mo de na dupa na mpese mo yo oyechire na ocheche mo se wo mo ni a driver for na de kudi komo no mo kasa no papa no ya na edi mawo ko mbenya ke enya na wia enti wo mo ye wo ma bi so mbe chassis 12 o'clock almost at 12 o'clock are giving the number of people who want to make speeches. So, one more doors one year. And no, and I do on Beko and I do. Now, someone may catch a brand here and say, it be a sanity. As a sanity, crowd there. When your body rule, some man for Emma Abontin, no be your yetra. A man for neighboring almost security shows. You have a responsibility to protect the demonstrators, to make sure, say, Bibian Kotubia. Na sanity there, and I drew demonstration there. Me, you know, I'm near Mishakakra. I'm near Mishakakra. I did about Kusu so a bit toja, and it's social. Omo muyo yacheni baby kasa.
Yeah.
Nti ya esuni aweka na esuni awesuka. No so ye bia kenise banisa. Normally no mo ye bibi kesi etisa omani na ni wo ho ni ade a mo hyeda yi nipa ba akumienu ana miensa se wenum na kasama na omo kasama mo nso se mo beka ni na no eso mu na no ko benkro na se mu mi kwati bibi ha mi kakra ɛne sɛ obi kɔkan sɛ wɔn bɛhyɛ aseɛ fi Kwame Nkrumah interchange wɔn afa ring road no so no wɔn du ɔmampanin fie a ne lɔn na ɛwɔ hɔ no wɔn bɛ akɔtena so na sɛ na ɛno nso firi nipa yɛsɛ hɔ so deɛ adan baabi ɛni wiase ha ɔman no bambɔ adwumayɛfoɔ bɛtena hɔ sɛ ɔmampanin mu nkɔ ɔmampanin fie anim saa nkɔyɛ ne amopɛ ne ade ɛno no it turned out sɛ ɛnyɛ nokorɛ
okay
turned out sɛ ɛnyɛ nokorɛ koraa obi na ɔno nso akɔka bi kɛkɛ
akɔkyi ma asɛm no ato hɔ
akɔka bi kɛkɛ anyɛ nokorɛ baako bi so a meti ɛsɛ ɛne ɛbɛdu nim ara na ba ne akɔdidi wɔ hɔ yɛkɔtɔ ba na yɛkɔ demonstration ɛno nso no mekɔte yɛ na ɛnyɛ nokorɛ bi anim ɛso yɛde ato dwa a nkurɔfoɔ ɛde kansa
ɔmo nkurɔfoɔ na ɛde ato dwa anaasɛ obi na ɛde ato dwa kɛkɛ
nkurɔfoɔ no bisa nkurɔfoɔ no ɛkasa no dɔso dodo nti obiara ka ne ɔpɛ ɔho ne nkyɛn no nti ɛno nyinaa nyɛ nokorɛ nti ɛno no yɛ biribi a ɛtɔ sin kakra na meti so sɛ a 2-day demonstration ɛnɛ deɛ no bɛwie wɔ Jubilee House
okay
na ne ebinom koraa ka sɛ ɛdeɛ yɛkɔ akɔda Jubilee House hɔ adeɛ kyea ne asɔ so no so is not possible ɛmma so it's not possible masa asɛm no ankasa fapem ne sɛn ɔmo yɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ sɛ Ghana ahokyerɛ aba paa ɛnyɛ nokorɛ ɔmampanin koraa gye atom sɛ ahokyerɛ no aba paa nti ahokyerɛ no deɛ ɛnyɛ ade foforɔ obi anim sɛ ahokyerɛ no aba paa na ahokyerɛ so ba paa ɛba sɛnea abɛɛ a obi a wɔ ho kwan so kyerɛ no adwen sɛ ɔbɛtwerɛ nkrataa sɛ ɔbɛkasa sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ ne nyinaa ka ho ɛna ma yɛhu yɛgyina bio na yɛpɛ kwan a ɛbɛtumi afiri saa gyina bio no mu sɛ saa gyina bio no nyɛ gyina bio papa a ɛbɛfiri mu enti sɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ a me deɛ mefoa so bɔne bi ani ho na me ne hwan no makɔka sɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ no a yɛkɔyɛ no ɛnyɛ ade a mema yɛayɛayɛ no obi kɔ adua me sɛ ɛnyɛ ade na ɛnyɛ ɛyɛ paa ɔyɛkyerɛ no yɛ paa ɛsɛ amanfoɔ kyerɛ wɔ mo adwen na mmom yɛyɛ no kwan bi so a ɛmma daakye bi obi so kɔyɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ a na obi aka sɛ o ɛnam wei ne wei nti woanyɛ a menkɔ ɛno ne hia me paa na nsɛm bɛɛ na ɔmo ka mehwɛ a long list of things ɛnɛma abo ɛkɔ soro ɛnɛma abo no deɛ ɛkɔ soro paa ɛkɔ soro ɛnyɛ sɛm ketewa da bia me deɛ dɔkono koraa na metaa ka dɔkono akɔdu 4 cities ɛnyɛ sɛm papa
ɛla so ka 5 cities
dabi
ne kyɛ sɛ so ate
ɛkɔdu 4 cities
last day wokɛkyɛ sɛ akɔdu 5
I mean ngindi but 504 ɛkɔ soro
I'm just say from 5 to 5 just about 4.
There be antiso.
Because he came from one city. It is a call 3 crowds sliding board.
Just we see catcher last 5. This about 4 here.
Another doctor depends on where you eat it. Master, maybe I could do doctor pa doctor nature na my boy between and 4 city ni ya kan wa. Who are winning?
Oh yeah. Send a yamakola. Ɛnyɛ kanehyi dwa so
ɛfɔm die na America ɛfɔm ha die kwan kyɛn kaa kwan ho die akɔdu 4 cities
Dallas wo kɛkyɛ sɛ akɔdu 5
dabi mankasa amikasa koraa baabi wɔ hɔ akɔa bɛnya no 5 woa wonim sɛ baabi wɔ hɔ na dade amu hɔ koraa na ne yɛtɔ no 1 city sɛ baabi wɔ hɔ no ɔmotɔn no 4 cities anaa meboa
Depends on where you go.
It depends on where you go. That is true. You know. And see, no cost of power. We have petrol. A slim hair petrol. No, you born no a bohum. And let me bear me to petrol. Kwame. Let me bring me in some kitwa. I do woman that na faka kregu sumami no. Masa, I can't meet you in some kitwa. Enti a driver for who am driver for any demo or wusu ayi na enim sa sisi aye ka say ayi asemo aba no say anya bia yenko IMF anase me yenko IMF what say yenfa ho to ne de ko IMF hade ade chiro ne miawa na akọ IMF eno so be ya 17 a yegusu a ye ka
na IMF ye be boy there
Minko de moy. A caminko de a came moy. But just say, who na be a somewhat,
yeah, the correct.
The no, young fan who told me the coho. You say, could be a couldn't pensua. Yeah, Pepri who say, young quad answer me and quad. That is a Diano Fakwa could do a hoopa. Ain't he? Young mamma, young pet, and which are now ban, near corner young pet near there. Nancy Muya Casaka, Kofa E-levy aba. Na E-levy no na kebe boy pa be nyesika e be nyeska wo mu dia ya kwan dia si school dan dia si hospital ye po ye E-levy a dole ai me pa de yentu ya nansi obi and no ready mu bon cracha ya e dida ni ya as a E-levy no wa finish sika yadi any two so say sika E-levy no I'm massa
Baby.
Read daily guide front page I'll see E-levy failing to deliver other front page until E-levy no nyadia aboy
but so chairman of finance committee Kokrokoo Opache say it is early days yet inti Yaman America cra near here even though at this point it is doing less than 10% of projected estimates no and of estimates no almost say yan twen kakra
say no yan twen kakra chese sisi ade enkoyi
Debbie
enkoyi nti masa no me aposifo yesra wo enyoma bi a etoda ya omoye no this time mo bi anye etoda yeshada pa ni si omo yo ya chini si won kwan ni ade no ade ba ko a yenya ye be haye eni sa eyina onze mra ne se so person yo ya chira so my police for a certain number of days notice 5
days notice
now we share on a kwan ya be fast route now we say my estimate of people who are likely to take part in the demonstration so now we did list of speakers leaders as my apostle now the apostle na apostle no ni awo hihya wa ye no mo adwene mu no emma bambo no nkoso yi a apostle no eso mo court high court na high court bu ase oye kire no enkoso alanse men enkoso na se be koso a route ben na emfa na the high court na the final authority on them kire the mrepi no ni apostle ye ne se omo court omo expert na say ni say wo yo ye kire no unko court obi apostle ni judge no nko a high court judge be their two justices are there nya depa na maybe an omonko on notice which means say na oyo ye kire no so be nya kwan ono so ba be cheche ni nsemu a kire na dwen sa expert no I hope say e be jayo because enye etiti enkofo fa ahudie so
but this particular no more notice ntomunya lawyer am said Dujita Maklo akokama
ba some no mu wie because I don't know mo file appeal
almost an file appeal and ranajo
mo file appeal
anti demonstration am so
David we ni omo ye we dey omo ni mu mura no omo moye kwa me ni o file appeal it say it acts as a stay of execution
so asen mati baby super chess not necessarily
okay but no Rita me hu ya no anajo no omo file appeal at the court of appeal and omo file a issue for stay of execution. Now, surprisingly, demonstration here and there. Date of hearing now me who on my meet me senior mouse is here July. Okay.
So why would they file an appeal or a stay of execution?
So that they can do
it today.
And do it their own way.
Which is at night.
At night, they say almost it is over. Say come can some be 10.
And I do 10.
I made it no. When you be 6 and no cry no a hard drink akra but almost it is so. On them say no. And I read them file the rate is supposed to be held in July. Yeah, the red ink natural July. You understand? Society there. Omo nimra no ne beche mu ye. Kwa me say wo ayi program ko fo nimra no omo meche mu ye. Say what is the status and so on. But media coming kwa ka ni so bi esi on kwan kra. Yenu ndi nkomo a obi abeti ne ho ase. Ni enya oye kire no. Oye kire no ebo obia the state of the population. Oh, oye kire no ba no abi hu say no kra susuampa say amanfo buofo na say amanfo den na ekọ the saying on them chairman. Inti amanfo is a gauge of public opinion, and I think that it is important that this demonstration is allowed to be held, with all the changes which can be made through dialogue between the organizers and the security officials, especially the police.
Question maybe Bibi, as somebody who's been involved with demonstrations for so long, Nema Mienu in the last few weeks and about we request for demonstrations and notification of demonstrations. Baku had to do with we'll arm ourselves with private security. Like I said, and I will see a ben and a Joe Apikete seat of government 2 nights back to back. Is there a trend? And now if we said almost some kababy omode fano, a best say asemno.
Edikan, say yimu kakra.
Okay.
Esro fix the country, and Esro Ghana arise.
Because of demonstrations in general. Yeah.
But because yimu because Esro fix the country, and Esro Ghana arise.
Question pacho arise Ghana.
Okay. Arise Ghana.
I know from Brejo.
Na fix the country for no more case omo there. A possible no mundi wondi. Nti omo abeka ko fa omo private security. Na omo penny for no omo licensed guns no.
Yes.
Omo should be use guns no. Omo de be sha omo ho. Obi anim na say musu kan no be die yi o ha tutrasem o ha. Omo be display kakra. Onem so. And omo san ka say omo kra there. Ghana Broadcasting Corporation GBC in Bima for 3 days. Woman culture honor woman broadcast to the nation for 3 days. Come me tea no ehame kakra. Ehame ye pa. Minti ni peninsam da. Na we create a wo broadcasting house, a broadcasting house will be any so be able to ko. It's one of the rules. To me fatu we are broadcasting house. Na ye be studio amount na ni Ghana man for akasa for 3 days and they say studio ta no ana kwa me boa na mpani for me boa mo kan kire me nti anu de eye mi na kakra anya mi de kra anya di papa we ye koye eye arise Ghana kwa me say arise Ghana yes arise Ghana no ni ye sunku wom ye nyoma mienu normally no yo yechira yan time far ring road enye oyechira it sounds like one of the ideas in organizing demonstrations is opposite the padom ebeshim on them na sa route ni shada nye baby a ufa benye ni padom ebeshim
yeah
enti ufri eye Kwame Nkrumah interchange na ufa sa Fara Avenue hono edikopie Makola honi ade na honi the busy place which mean a big impact na minim yenti a we there ring road no be a preferred
destination mom and a route preferred route and no crowd and have kese say one now we here with demonstration ukofa baby a nipa wo hopa eboa wan ko for baby ani pa wo hopa no wan what choose route and so on ti no ha me anadwuna ba mu no ene ha me ye pa anadwuna asma sa anadwu de wan ka so be den kro no obo ho ba forget the police don't forget you omo ka say police kro ni ho wa wo yo ye kire no wo e hihye ben na betu na anadwu de obo ho ba. What do you make an answer? Yeah.
Now, what the police for you be more? What much money be game power na do? And that they are that form. Now, me no me hu say, Kwame.
Crazy.
Na ba ni say, me say. Obi a person ye nya bida. Oh no, je bi stronku. no so ni din wa ye ni enye bi da
Ojini din
ne ko basa so nya papa say ye bi pay
bebre
edi a ye tu horo at the hostel. I mean I'm forecast the biggest demonstration in our history. As we be acquired the biggest demonstration in our history. Now say Omunya Accra 100,000, Kumasi 500,000. Now person ye ni enye bi da dia. And if you are crying, no person pay no cover 120,000 and now 150,000. Now Kumasi will hit it by 1 million. Now so won't be any side there and the yen another. And I will be any bidder. Will be any bidder yen another and so. Or yet ready a depa. A dear, any should be a cassette. Now, a minor brapon constitution, a woman. Unfettered right to demonstrate. Our constitution. Na she no fisi edi ho nkomo a be na obi atumi a chere na do. From what I'm hearing, and let me tell radio near there, what I'm hearing is a still demonstration. Court ka say omo sha say enopa no 8. Na ka by 4 o'clock no be upon. Ni a meeting enopa ni say be sha say ebe shas 12 o'clock. In spite of the court ruling, we are meeting say ebe shas 12 o'clock. Now one a barrier between 6 and 8. I don't know meet but no meaning say appeal no more file no. A stay of execution no more file no. Ma ho kwan na say you know they just a lawyers no more. Come me fancy here.
And Pacho, me now for lawyer for anymore motaboy with law, stay of execution, and also file appeal does it amount to stay of execution?
No, woman file stay of execution. Does it mean say the court order can be ignored? Understand?
Because of my file stay of execution.
Because of my lawyer new master, pocket lawyer.
Nana, come here.
Kwame.
Yes, Nana.
Well, as 7 there, Kwesiaka Dodona. Or yet, I have friend demonstration. Yeah, Bibia Ghana, Mrapona, and Kasa Ajatu. Say, Adia. A writer, Ghana for a war. Who feels that, oh, yeah, a Omamba na Bibi Koso na a how. Now, per se, a bino, a tea or how no. A quampi, so between a better piece FM. Kwame Sefa can I interview. And as a man was said, no harm, but quite cheap. Ana kwamba
no kwe
open so a bit me original lolly now the placard and the anante lolly queen no atron niema na e how but ninya hyehyɛ sana kwesi kan hyehyɛ won open so bet na piece fm so ntimi emba Kwame office ana kaza Kwame bibi ha mintim me ba bet na haka dabi hyehyɛ won
yebe carry nioma na he
and also na obeso original lolly kwemu na o de placard nso ye oyechra and also hyehyɛ wo ho ti no ani se ebidi hyehyɛ no so then the baby bia emma enkofa ohaw embregana for enti so ubedi hyehyɛ ne mrane so dia ensese bibia si ukwan enya ya gitum se they say I want to papa. If you are senior, me come with the video be best send you. Belgium demonstration a page of Belgium over I'm gonna say Nema Boyd.
Yeah.
Or Belgium. And yes, I'm Ketua. But the video best send you says here.
Okay.
And Peru, my name is Kwesi Watia. I declare state of emergency because transport for eco strike. As I say, man, we share kwanya vital supplies a flow, but the whole transport industry, Peru, say strike because of petrol board. Sri Lanka num dia de yankakra. So, nti we are seeing ya sesa kakra. Yenya yenim. COVID is tokoya si wo Ukraine. Nti ahun kire say aba no na say nipa ni bi wo Ghana ha so psi wo so on be so ya oya kire kakra edi kire aban amani omo komu. Enye bibia ehu. In fact, enye ne kra na oya kire hase sana wo kan menua penyi kwesi podia. O share oya kire hase 1970s. Ba Victor. Enti bibia you're right for Ghana baby Ghanaian citizen bia. Dear mom kwa no monko.
Okay.
Say akwati say na twema mentwen your money police for na akwati say na bibia ehu bia enye bibia ehu nipa 20,000 konante lole kwanso kuta placard dia na ehu. Dear mom monko. Kwesi ka say we num de sunoko kakra mo so person ya da nanjo na ko si say we na join the bed day so person you try fact you don't hear even 3 hours o match free circle Kwame Nkrumah circle na Kwame Nkrumah interchange now they are called Flagstaff for her baby and no how many hours now here now Uber match for 3 days and I said 5, 6, 7 hours. More than 1 day.
I be omo member no jam na so.
Nipa ni dey no ye hu. We no any hour dey chow. From never say you don't need 10 hours.
Yeah.
Or 3 days. You don't need it.
Say na kwesi kan person me bibia yenye bi da.
Na kwesi say. You
na
wa bota and say ni maybe because wa a how officer ban entie into ukot nantelo le kwemu dia e bia ban beti nya no ano how many hours do you need for that?
Aju din 2 days.
Enu nti no omni police for no adwen enkof back na e mom kwan e be de say and then between anya kwan ayo ye chere so na you can
Nana 1 minute obviously the high court granted in fact or a lawyer ni or say the high court granted an order for the organization of the demonstration. The court made a further order for the route. Now the organizers have appealed against the order and have filed a stay of execution. The pendency of the application for stay of execution is to state automatically. Kwame, it means the demonstration cannot proceed because the route is part of the demonstration. Going ahead to demonstrate without the route is both contemptuous and renders the appeal brutum fulmen, which is moot or useless. Let's look for another opinion and see how it goes. Apache said, so Oma file stay. So Oma file stay there, and Oma muni kwans on demonstration.
Oma file stay of execution of the court order. The court order, they say the demonstration should end by 4. And I think they also made some idea about the route and so on. Who file stay of execution? Just said, "Me a court I can. Me and find you and I'm just sanity."
Well, me tie other opinions near here. Baby, and I say finally be juma a day aboying. Kwame, if you file a stay of execution but the court hasn't deliberated upon it, together with the individual involved, the order cannot be effected. Okay.
Another
Let's finally see. But in this context, you better help baby about could do. No, because
na Kwame say court amount order. Let's just say court actual or shebi. Now also the court no enyadwen. Now sa court is a judgment na court na money. Yes, sir. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Yeah.
Now, nature me be say,
Yeah.
open so your demonstration. Say, baby, I could do Flagstaff House.
Jubilee House. Now called Jubilee House.
Jubilee House. Baby, I could do Jubilee House.
Flagstaff House, meaning an eye dream.
Now called
Flagstaff House.
Baby, I Kwame. So, Befa Makola, Ubefa Ring Road. Baby, I could do Flagstaff Jubilee House. Anamwa. Entire time I come route no Tokwasa. Mentiasio. I say demonstration na kasa de there two baby o. Na time e de be ye. Yes e be na anajo, des de bi I could do 4 o'clock. Ye be fa ha, ye be say fa ha. Bi say eno no nti ye ko no ho ntokwa court up and down, court up and down. I didn't pese ye nsi e be fa lolly kwan di placards e de akọ. Enya na pese ye. It is almost serious. Me who Ninty SS and semi is your moquain. O mancasa naso monsieur moquain. O mancasa. Namo county quasi come back could be or see your demonstration. Yeah, man, the Crown Cotton GBC. I can't. No person so when you have brave pass of a demonstration. Now, I'll deep near my bias is you are quaim. Never first one to say. Who they your demonstration? Never catch yourself Fabia Faho. Se Ghana for a G2 send a demonstration of Yomuji Tuma. Kwame, baby, I'll be fair baby diwachi. Anamba. Se me mini self demonstration, be me Kobia. So I'll be for Circle, on be for New Town, on be for Ring Road, Mekobi. Ne uhia ne say what timi ad edi wo nyama ne ha wo dia fa lolly kwan mu placards e dia call also the petition comma will be of Flagstaff Jubilee eno ano no nti omunjai sa obrini be fe no peripheral nyama ne fa time e be ye na kenka kumi pre kwa ye wo Ghana ha 1995 edi e ma Jerry President Rollins and Kasa stop VAT for bare 2-3 years.
Daytime.
Well, nti omo nyame de pesa omo yomo demonstration. Omo right. But more am finding me being bata ho a e be say omo ankasa omo case. So na yedi kan ke. Ye nya ajatum so ho chaba. To be person no ho chere na aba no on trani fie but person or ye bibi ma buying tin ye office the cost na buying tea and na so person a buy for coin bi so a buy am person for class no kofa lolly kwan no so mo na be ma buy tea na buy ye no person ye na well any right.
Banana, do you think sir there could be other reasons beyond just the demonstration? Yenchi ami bisa sa ne say the main opposition party NDC do muhashim. Could there be other reasons beyond just a mere demonstration? There's a always political.
NDC for so no more Ghana for. It is and one say ometime dimbrando. So na me yakakra ni say NDC for me who a paper yard 2 year ni me. Was say NDC for say
accuses government police of deliberately frustrating a Rise Ghana demonstration.
NDC from cross baba senko for you. So I'm the one called Jim Sam baba senko for demonstration am because Kwame demonstration bia ye how many police for dinkuta ho
yeah
enti say sometimes police for because be am person mo fa no enye mayen and na say time am person mo ye na enye mayen be am to shada but they normal anamboa me share a bi wo City FM City FM online June 30 2014 occupy a Flagstaff House demonstration. The title here, reschedule Occupy Flagstaff House. Police. The story is that the police are entreating the organizers of the Occupy Flagstaff House picket to reschedule the march.
This was in 2014.
2014.
8 years ago.
The public relations officer of Greater Accra, DSP Freeman Tete, told City News that the timing is not convenient for the police. I would say the day in question is a public holiday, and we want to increase police visibility. We are committed to providing general security for all Ghanaians. A lot of Ghanaians will be stepping out, and we are going to commit a lot of resources in terms of personnel and logistics on the field. So it will be difficult for us to police the picket to the Flagstaff House. The group plans to picket in front of Flagstaff House on Tuesday, July 1st, which is Ghana's Republic Day, to protest harsh economic conditions. Apart from the day not being favorable, DSP Freeman Tete told City News that the police declined to grant the group permission because the venue was a security zone.
Okay.
Adding that we cannot compromise on our security. He said the police gave 3 other venue options to the leaders of the Occupy movement. But all the options have been turned down, saying it looked as if we could not arrive at a definite solution with them. So it's becoming difficult. He called on the organizers to abandon the idea, come to us later for a new date, and we'll discuss the venue and other factors. Now, my candidate, this is NDC time.
Yeah.
Occupy Ghana for how many police for the police was a young penny, the baby up some funny penny, baby up some corny penny, up and down, Asana, Omunia, Omadrin Kobenko. This is NDC. Now, say, ne, will be persuaded or your police because the police were on the board a no by. No more moving to Tahua. Who NDC will say a buying and then person we have demonstration. And also from well, indeed, Omukadoma say in demonstration. But don't be so Mukubia, almost all me a Ghana for Omonko. A better say, women Nipano, Obe express ni frustration. A bois, the democracy. And just young can be a found in shed and shadow. Omoni a Oman a court, I feel omni court crown entry. Omon Pequania. Obia Bejiatum, no money of demonstration. Kwame say Ghana Nibia or not Jitum say or non so Neshane Bono and so Baloli Quamu no be the placard no magical Jubilee House. Bebia Ubefa or Baby Duechi. Until man come to a conclusion quickly with the police and the courts. Bebia Befa time ya beye. Come demonstration.
Nana Akumia. Yes, crazy.
Kwame Pacho. Brother Nana Akumia can police for statement. Police ni back
2014.
Okay, I say the police would not give permission. The police has no right to give permission.
Yeah.
Under the law, the police has no authority. Who could demonstration? I won't give permit.
You notify.
All you are required by the law to do is to notify the police. Notify the police and saying, catch them. That's all. Police if you know anyone you're doing, one can say need to me this stop with demonstration. One to me no, and so on back court. That's all.
Omutumi answer Omobeko court. That's all. And now kwesi prior to the Atujano. Peace 104.3. Main court demonstration hall. Na me say et say or the hunu for Jackson. Ewa humano so. Jackson. Hello Jackson. Jackson. Let me say na humana tikwana.
We start at 12 o'clock.
Ose.
We start at 12.
Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Baby, how you know? Hey,
Dubai. And I say, although I'm transport, I want to say.
Oh, what to say?
Someone of my Uber do Uber will run to Lebanon and from Ranche and then Mabawa, Tasha, and Kobe or her. Or my dress you do well for her. Now, on the wall on the prayer, I was thinking and the cocoa, a big cocoa bonds, a big food and so on. And I would check it out. Also, when you would just after when you have bra open, I and the open when I only 1 18 command. your more can say almost year alive for Ghana for your youth a demonstration and almost year. India almost year say I idea of mine no emu IFC petrol one control near my idea at the other one control. The dia boy and Juma anyo and you did say or say or who a book now I or yesterday actually buy no yes. What's the one of that guy?
Hello, Jackson.
Hello.
Yeah, me too.
Hello.
Jackson here to you.
Yo, Tama. And see, I want you to say that I'm going we are a common army and stuff there. One day when we a Jubilee House, a honor, one them, and that day. Almost I have done a player from Componomy and San Nomi and San one way the best there, a Jubilee House. Martin, organizers I see on radio system agency, one can mental something on one can and yeah, I can't start a move about Crab. Organizers I idea will be here. Yawa and the Tundra, Kai, President on Monday, Santos and Mexico, one more Jumna and Randy to Elsa, and almost Joe Medua.
Na ose ombetra ha kopem no miensa
Tama ni do na eji ko awo ha de tia ne kasa almost ya ko no miensa but no miensa almost your bedi e be tere start house the Jubilee House na almost ko one the demonstration no almost embre mo say almost 109 it is free ha airport Jubilee House dey be 1 hour aka ho ja ko come them na no 9 pa no mo ja ba ye one na wa ha o mo nye organizers ti dey kata ti sabe organizers ni pa dey we bu ba ko friend wa ba hu ni ajama
na bimbo etisen wo ho
tama be du wa ya police wo ha ano papa ya police wo be brave ba se nyan ya police wo do na ba by na be hono ma ji ha ne o ti ni ti that e wo mo anta ba ko mo je omo police wo ha ba omo ti ta no pa no be papa se mi ensa wo be ku ano da be nya ya go police wo ha ta dey but if you ha omo je
interesting yo Jackson here that say chebe samba yeah reporter odihunu for Jackson and amoted in Kano na me say kwesi pratin commission here bem say na omso metra kopim no miensa
yeah but Kwame there's a problem I mean
there
who call venue horses here now who say and penny for organizers need me wa I said na bibia to see almost they'll be there at 12 almost one would be about 12 into 12 minutes ya na omumba ho enye
well menya sure say Jackson can say bia bibia to sini utia o say anwa mugu ho no ka che o mo say omo twen the demonstration yes omo pon 4 into omo gidi say 53 p.m. to Jubilee House o metimi until 1 hour kodru ho e de omo asema akwa to dwa na enu anu no but into omo de omo so betwa akopem no miensa but on us who organizers ni bia ho yet but and nche say bibia so but say na kumia ka bia na your consultant mo say na kumia ka only consultant na because so that who can so me do to o say no prayer na only obi edin kita ho
mini na kasa
that's true one kasa only edin kita so na kasa
normally demonstration there you expect to see the organizers. Yeah, but the reporter no. Wona bisa no say omo we no so hu. Normally I call bear 1 hour to the time. At least we expect to see 1 or 2 of the organizers. Now more regime say the leaders are here. But say na kwesi mo so be share 12. 12 they are say by 11 na mu leaders no.
So on bedru 12.
Was it?
Leaders they say according to some we do 12. 12 they say a minimum is about 2 hours from now.
Leaders say me a demonstration. Na me organize. We may do a first.
How much?
So na be obi bobo say me wo ho. Because obi bana me ho no ginger wan hwa do coffee. Gather the grand basso. At least they said there's some activity involving say you mun ya 1 or 2. But say so be chance here 12. In fact say in another 30 minutes on the back. Me the sana medical can I man koso. And I'm sure it will be peaceful. The kai ba ku bia no mokwa koye no so Kwame o kai no a check akra demonstration be na we say gidi about so very calmly obi akoni o kai sa demonstration
anya fix the country for no
yeah
I think it was a fixed country.
Yes, police for the no. Sometimes, and I'm not kind 2014. Occupy Ghana for Occupy Ghana for chief executives normally professional polo t-shirts a golf a canvas police for normal trains and I make can't show. The all time be a normal war a crass. I had to be but they should relax and cooperate. Among to I sachet water being good trucks
I'm for
the microphone no. I mean, it's not against the police. They are expressing their frustration. And the police should facilitate.
MPP, you think their frustration is justified?
Was it?
You think they're no? Arise Ghana, are they justified in their frustration?
The whole world, people are complaining. We are not in normal times. Yeah, and if we are not in normal times, you would expect people to want to do something out of the ordinary. And it's not like Abai doesn't know. Abai na jiatum said things are tough. So Abai knows. And Abai 821 among.
People are not feeling the animal.
Until you feel it, then you want to do some other things. Fine, and your problem. But let them demonstrate.
Nana Kumia says, let them demonstrate.
Fix the country. Momentum and never holding the momentum. Huge momentum.
Yeah.
As one more now, we fix the country. One year, no maybe a crime be swap.
Come consult to what?
Now, almost year no maybe they could have put the biggest demonstration in our history. Wouldn't from so many kind demonstration back. I'm saying being cautious in free Madina, being cautious in free Teshin, being cautious in free wager. So that process just disperse the crowd. So more demonstration. I must say convergence point in here, Black Star Square. Do you know how to feel Black Star Square? Master, to feel Black Star Square, thousands of people.
Hundreds of thousands.
And some what we feel in Black Star Square. And so what the Black Star Square for here convergence pointer. Now first hour. Nipa be 1,000 craba, obe yiraho, obi ehu. Ebe momentum no akofom and so on. It's mean naka but fix the country naka momentum wo no enye momentum kitwa. And to say oh your chira route abefa no important. Convergence point important. The personalities leading it are important. Anyone be bring ho ehu hia. Na meti bibi say we no say NDC for no ka ho ana so mo hyehyɛ na demonstration be na about political parties in ka ho min kai bi and they just bra ye hyase 1980s na nipa miensa nipa numu ne ade na demonstration na obi anka ho na free by 1991 e ba be pimu be minimum demonstration be ya political parties in ka ho and as a prominent people in political parties and shit. Normal Pelikupo when we did demonstration several times. Joint Action Committee a demonstration of man Pelikupo and Kobe. Nana Kupo and Kobe. Ntiano de no nyasem. Ye here ne say
nyasem kakra ne say. Say me medical cause NDC for me Ghana for.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can go. That say many policy for any disagreement kakra. Now when this because buying a share, it's not fair. That is the point.
That is the point from Nana Akumia.
They can do their demonstration.
Menkan Kakra, Akwesi Champong says, why are we not being candid in saying the NDC is behind Arise Ghana? Sami Jemfi, Communications Officer, George Opariado, Youth Organizer, Mensa Thompson of ASEPA and NDC. Arise Ghana is NDC, Akwesi Champong. Well, as Nana Kumia said, NDC has a right like everybody else. So even if it is that they are behind Arise Ghana, Akwesi says, so what? Really, no big deal. Demonstrations are very important, but it's losing its relevance in Ghana. Most of the people involved today do it for fame and not the reality facing Ghanaians. These guys are poised only for their selfish interest. Gasti man in Brekum. Okay. President Kufuor changed the name from Flagstaff House to Jubilee House. Why is Nana Kumia say Flagstaff House? Okay, we share Penny Charles Chrome Drafo in Bosomtree. Sometimes, anyway, I leave it there. Kwame, so what is the definition of Flagstaff House? Well, it's historical, it has its own history, and I mean, maybe if we had left it there, maybe not.
Flagstaff.
So
Flagstaff, what you say?
It was a military commander, no residence office. It was like a base for.
That's the headquarters. That's where the flag is born a lot. Someone penny or Supreme Commander of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Commander in Chief.
Yeah, Commander in Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Anyway, so we'll leave it there. Some wanted Flagstaff, some wanted Jubilee. We'll keep going back and forth until we finally decide that it is needless to be going back and forth naming our presidential whatever. ECG Simen Kaimo says 6th of July is the deadline for the moratorium. Inti say upese we a postpaid customer umita no unya bills. We a postpaid customer unto prepaid unto electricity. Customer umita enye juma. Why tampering bypass and I illegal beer ECG say a quiet man da homa on 6th July a deadline in Tiba is found. Yeah.
What was he say?
Why ECG? Already AB moratorium be by from 7th June to 6th July. See issues be one. Postpaid customers be omunya bills into enjoy free electricity. Prepaid customers be to electricity credit because be na meter no touchma. Customer will be an meter 40 into obi so why tampering bypass. Obi so why illegal connection. Into more from 7th June to 6th July. Okay. Now come and report it no after 6th July no on a task force about full force.
Okay.
And I'm the better anymore. Say ya fan to ja na obienti. Enti aluta continua Victoria Aseta Yeguso Peace 104.3 na mikuma sefua etim ya no pay. Yes ya no pay minchia nana ama jemfua o takwa macro. Happy 70th birthday, Nana Amajinfo of Takwa Macro is from Akosie Free in Accra. Inti Yamame Yama Afrishiapa, Nyankopon in Shrabibre. Yenya baby su Sunyai, Madame Dinah Mogre, Sunyai Technical University. Anape, Dinah, anyone will Sunyai na Yamuti alive. Yamamo. Chairman pay. Great good morning from Accra to Madam Dinah Mogre and all the guys at Sunyai Technical University. You all have a beautiful day. National Lottery Authorities, NLA, would like to inform its cherished patrons, the general public and all stakeholders that from the 3rd of July, NLA will commence the Lotto draw on Sunday at 6 p.m. Kwesiada 6 p.m. Morning draws for its Lotto game shall take place 8:30 a.m. every Monday to Saturday at the Brennan Hall of NLA. NLA has set up prize payment centers at all its offices nationwide, and patrons can now redeem their wins after the draws at any of these prize payment centers. Patrons with wins up to 1,200 cedis also have the option of redeeming their wins instantly after the draw via the USSD code star 389 star 1000 hash star 389 star 1000 hash. The NLA has instituted these initiatives to reduce the payment period for wins and ultimately enhance the playing experience for its patrons. If you'd like to speak to NLA Customer Service Helpline, 0266 087 966. I'll take it again, 0266 087 966 or 0266 087 946. NLA Development through games. Nana Akomia ewaha anope kwesi prat ewaha anope nkomotuchie yaka demonstration ho asem ne the hardships all over the place. Nana E-levy, is it too early? Is it an indicator say nye ye ana yentu Yetie chairman of finance committee Kokrokoo Kwating say or feel say a yentem do a abotre. Yetie nkofu bi won say E-levy is not the panacea. Yenko IMF. So far E-levy or Senkabana am 600 million cedis, but in say am less than 60 million cedis. What do we do, Dana?
You come me that's it. You say E-levy. O dream who say Niema and Sema Peace FM. Answer na E-levy ba. Na ultimi who say E-levy no easy. Enya easy way. Be free last year December or Parliament. Why see what Parliament blows pape bi pa say kwa me okay. Up and down, never say, never CMPB to Quina say, ne ambulance. Just as some does. Yeah, a free December 2021. A bedu April 2022. Bare 5 months. Na ya to be up and down. Ansana E-levy 18 years back.
Yeah.
Say your day bapuri take 5 months. And now you were June, April, May, June, 3 months. Until I intend to do. Say you be pass a judgment.
Okay.
Say E-levy no be ye juma na say ye juma. Because be ye juma in terms of sika abine any that's what said in Sabeka. You call IMF. Sika come to be my afibia be $300 million. Sana last time my $330 million. E-levy na ban susu se kebetimi amay scanner IMF de be my the no titru na ban say E-levy no mum e better than say be call IMF because call IMF size scanner on the be ma. In fact, say koye po E-levy nuclear scanner be bro na IMF be my.
Okay.
I buy a project say e benya be 7 billion cedis. Afibako. Which is about $1 billion, or at least a dose which is $300 million. It is a while bit to me. 82 more. I scan what Ghana ha at the age of episode the year. I call IMF I call it. So, na a buy is an American cable, but swim and send. Says cannot buy any that's one and buy ya. The Bruni can take his stock. Yeah, being fair, all the stakeholders, the telcos, Ghana Revenue Authority, mobile vendors, cross section of Ghana. Near share, maybe an BB Kakato see. So, number one, yeah, say electronic transactions on a monthly basis, send a tier before E-levy. Sign a tier now. But there are no quite be percent tier. So, bit me try me say E-levy and buy now electronic transactions. Nay, ebia 10 billion.
Yeah.
Now E-levy buy electronic transactions no swati about 1 billion. Then who may be a problem with that? Say Ghana for a tier free electronic transactions. Then there be say education and I said down and I said rate no. Yeah, sure. Now you correct it. And I say so be chair say oh sika electronic transactions are now cost before E-levy na 10 billion. And that's so 10 billion. Tiano another thing I buying yes can 1.59 and that's all. There be the see size can no coin. Exemptions be or what now said then. And now reporting in and now then there has to be a proper review after 3 months or 4 months. Say they are too early because you should done a review be to find out the sika buying any that's all sika no buy. You review now, sir, because me jitum say oko IMF sa 300 and 350 million on the amount. E-levy beats me amount far more than Sahasikana IMF amount. Far more. Now, I see a few way. We say in 7 and Sana E-levy event in a few way. No expect this will be 4 billion Ghana cedis. So 4 billion Ghana cedis. Oko IMF 1 year more mouse escan. Now mouse escan. Into ko heading. Enti rather no abayin to nebo. On your review a more thing for all the stakeholders. Yeah, share nane koso before E-levy. Says Atosia in terms of the value of electronic transactions. Yeah, share how we can address it. I believe say between my education no magana for na jitum na aban so discano efa kwanya Ghana for any beso na education no ba ebeboa at the moment there of course OTA figures na to sinkakra but say average no aban nya be 170 million a month and then go do baby because I expect to be 4 billion a few years unya 170 average bosomia.
You think it will pick up?
Do I be a 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 billion? But a pick up. But any review, me per resource of a review, I be point out Nentia abain sankaseska and correct it.
Sene wa can is not too early.
Yes, so yeah, a transfer of phone so and no is properly recorded and you pay. That's what they call vendors in this one. I say
interestingly, as we read my dream with my next message, but they can't know what to us. So Maxwell Kofi Juma and a day by or say I'm not surprised the E-levy is not achieving its target yet. Kwame, you don't pay E-levy when you send money through the agents. So there are lines at the vendors. These Momo vendors are making a windfall. They are enjoying quietly.
Vendors no entry. Yes, we be the merchant. But see, we register as merchant. That is a na se mu just are loopholes. So we are registered as merchant. Inti and then identify these loopholes. Last me smart me driver say on koye momo mami vendor. And I may calculate charges no the E-levy no count.
Account.
About the E-levy no scan them say almost say entry E-levy from the vendor. I'm say hey. Then you say na hear you paying Kofi Jumeke. I say call vendors who are lie. Because everybody is going through them. These are some of the things that create a loophole that government can address. A T rate in a soka crab na a close loopholes here. And the review answer is a bit too early. So we say it's answer in scanner EPC and Yanabusum in Janin I'm there, don't remember bread. Scan on the bread and Sibebia, Kwame. They will give you 1 billion over 3-4 years. Now conditions here they be count. She share they be count. Kwame.
But you see a more brave into the Ankohono.
Yeah,
yeah, more brave into the Ankoho.
Well, sir, Kwame, it's say we are see I won't share baby. And the IMF itself recognizes special difficulties now. IMF no World Bank here. In Jomokrano, they are expecting more countries to come for assistance because of the current situation. Well, and of course, no government can escape blame entirely. With domestic management also plays a role, but the external factor too is very big. Otherwise, you won't have the situation where areas in Bebia or Beko, there's crisis. Whether in Europe, Namechao, Mr. Send video, Belgium of all places. Normally, Belgium and these are Scandinavian countries you put here. Belgium population, 5 million, 6 million. Enti me who riots na koso na police for need demonstration. Yes, I'm kidding. I'm sending videos this year. Enti these are special times. Sana no ko Peru, which normally you won't take it or in Peru, I declare state of emergency because transporters could strike. And so the army and security must come in to move goods up and down. And Boko UK and there. I mean, some kind reports about what is happening in the United Kingdom. America, especially. Cost of living, inflation. I'm so moving with that. The IMF now, in fact, the demands on the IMF now have changed the last 10, 20 years. In so they are expecting that more countries will come. But some American say, yeah, you bet me a TT more remote as a country. Now, yet you additional resources. Because IMF ne titru nti a wo koho additional resources. Bibia ni ho ma be ka kire wa wo ni anagwa mboa. There's nothing IMF be kan kire a wo ni say we. So na say wo nye na kwa IMF no mo din hwehwe so then what is the point?
What if we to me call IMF now nya better negotiation skills?
O say
okona ko negotiate better seeing nyam Israel. Say instead of saying about 300 million, maybe we could negotiate. No, me time am be 1.5 billion. This Ghana, year IMF 2015. Now you need negotiation skills. But Skabia on the Mount Kwame, Ubichaka. Senkia de chow dear. Kwame send me where so better me 5,000 and bomb is try. Say be me fancy. What else you?
And you quite my 5,000.
Hey, crazy. Na me man na kubia 5,000. Hey,
Kwame.
Na bemo. Hey, na bemo. Ambra penny o jani na so nyenne.
Kwame nti. So ko IMF and ye dia chow 500 million. Say okay, we who say what say me ya jitun ho achew.
Nti grant ye dia chow.
Near the balls struck can win him. What about Fansa? Next, Sky, the ball, Bessia. Near said, Diwatem, I didn't share Piatos. What is the point? If you can raise the money on your own. Because can we say, Chia, Ghana for ya and Obesan dear 2 atoms of Machia. I say a dream, say, I'm a scan. You ever say Chia can, Yan ever say Chia. Through taxes. If you can raise the taxes yourself, to me, then we am say, let's review it. Let the trust government should do things that builds trust in the citizen. Say maybe you should scan
Nana Kumia,
and check the loopholes. Because I have vendors see. I mean, me a witness. Me say me coin or sound the brand. Me say yes, E-levy. I'm say hey, vendor no E-levy. Because I'm at least a vendor so more cost strike na can say that's a E-levy affect you on buy na no for say. But that's a big loophole.
Very big.
Name the reason why and the Kofi Jamaica say Obekona will be a lie for it. Yeah, I want check here no and review some of the engagement with the telcos, all the parties near share. Because me believe we pass a year boy instead of going to the IMF.
Right here, that's say Nana Akumia. Chairman General, now the seat of government is the Jubilee House. It is because it was built when Ghana celebrated its 50th anniversary. It should remain so. Frank Mills. Farouk Intema, the loopholes in the E-levy is the cause of this low revenue expectation. The finance ministry should think of putting a cap on transactions. Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert, says, I think there's no point thinking about going to the IMF because we've not exhausted all the means to raise revenue domestically. The way forward is to revise the rate downwards for the E-levy and increase the threshold for exemptions, revise the tax exemptions and cut down on government spending regarding salaries of CEOs of SOEs and amend the law to abolish the payment of ex gratia. From Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert, and Ode Nadrinchre by And then, how do Ghanaians expect to have good roads, infrastructure, etc., if they think they're cheating the government, which in effect is themselves? Leslie sends this one all the way. And then this one says, today, my friend Nana Kumia is getting it all wrong. It is not about how much E-levy gives Ghana government more than what IMF would have given. It is about financial discipline. The reckless spending of this government and the very large size of government and agencies are the main problems. They keep mentioning the US and the UK and the like. Our cost of living and salary levels the same in Ghana. These people are not serious. Here it comes with no name. And then
Kwame, I mean, a comment back. I'll say your core IMF. Then will be financially disciplined.
As it's about financial discipline, the IMF will force you to become financially prudent.
Yeah. So why would you go for somebody to force you?
Because I be aware
Kwame. Person we year juma bi me boa. Unim say we call u teacher who be more years juma. So why are you going there? It's because of kwa abeka is kokoye. In terms of cast kokoye, then do it on your own.
Ebiana onya dia obe. Enya dia obe. Especially say now kwa kope was say nipa na be more be share so. There's no other way. Yes.
But if you have another way of getting that thing on your own, why are you going for somebody to give it to you and put in positions on you? Obeka just say kokoti free SHS so. Kokoti way so. The things that have to be cut. I say call IMF no why don't we cut it ourselves? We should cut it ourselves. Because so call Obeka just say who say me bad dia. Koyi way. Now the Sasha no tools so now be there. Then why don't you do it yourself?
Do I your idea?
Yeah, your idea.
Kwesi?
Kwame.
Yeah, sorry. So E-levy and matters arising.
No, Kwame. Yenya Kennedy Ohini Ejafon.
Yeah.
Oni Nana Kumia nyadwen kra.
Ale.
Kata dame nime Chronicle. Kata fa dumi.
And the Chronicle.
And the Chronicle kata fa dumi. Or say the Assistant Central Member of Parliament Kennedy Ohini Ejafon believes the economic challenges being faced by the country should be solely blamed on appointees of the president. Solely blamed on appointees of the president.
That's what I mean. Blame.
External factors near the appointees of the president. One more and I'm my say. According to him, ministers and other appointees around the president had consistently refused to heed advice on how to make life better for the ordinary Ghanaian. A situation, he said, had compelled him to seek to lead the new patriotic party in 2024 presidential race so that he could turn things around himself. Then Okabebre was say a person is sick as him to mpoa. Or no say first of all he will fight in discipline that had engulfed the Ghanaian society by changing the mindset of citizenry in his first 100 days as president.
But what thing? Say but with him, sir, I can show you media interviews, sir, can ask account about COVID.
No problem. And then you're done many minutes on He also promised
because he didn't mention COVID and the Ukraine.
Was he the sole reason for economic hardships? No, the blame solely blamed on appointees of the president, exclusively blamed on appointees of the president. There be Ninkasa. There may come the only one you drink.
Yeah, but maybe so.
Would the mammy can we be papa make? He vowed to discipline any appointee who failed to show commitment to protecting the public purse under his stewardship as president. Even my wife cannot misbehave under my watch if she becomes the first lady.
Send a question. Can I say a question? Even my wife. Have you said okay?
Even my wife cannot misbehave under my watch if she becomes the first lady of this country. But how look around me then? I say the 3 northern regions alone should be able to feed the whole of Ghana without depending on Ukraine or Russia for basic necessities like food if the leaders had invested in mechanized agriculture. Hey, and some fine, come on. According to him, tourism was one area he would invest in order to harness maximum benefits associated with the baby and some of the baby. Masa, Okasaya ma paramount queen of Sunyani traditional area crab Bonsamano. Tia Nana Akosua Dria Aso Sika Breye II commended Mr. Japan for his role in exposing so. Baby. Masa Yemfa non true answer. True in the meantime.
So what does it have to do with E-levy and IMF?
Masa. Now say external factors now. Ama like E-levy. One year beko IMF ne ade. Also external factors be any appointees of the president the honor the no and a lack of vision. Instead say be mechanized agriculture ne ade. Tia say Russia and Ukraine ko nti yenyamu yenye Burundi. Also ni na nukra.
One boss into the chest and the end no one more Russian Ukraine
oh boy okay Kwame okay say no Russia and Ukraine am I bre
and then one can what kind man home
one thing and you was
me
or say he said the 3 northern regions alone should be able to feed the whole of Ghana without depending on Russia or Ukraine for basic necessities like food. If the leaders had invested in mechanized agriculture,
okay.
A bohok plain, no dice. Kwame. Yeah, damn food. Gabi Ochedaku. Onusu atrotrobi. And one mind statistics studies are my. It is the fact that you study. Study. Who can Gabriel Chundakwa? The Daily Dispatch, Kata family, or the statistics in our boho. Namasa, where are the people? Send the people. Answer me a E-levy. I didn't can. To chrono that or mine sick assembly, E-levy can't feel it. Masa, you're Jimmy now cry what we expected there. I can't feel that. Into E-levy was not a solution, is not a solution, and would never be a solution to that problem of the deficit. The deficit is far, far bigger than the E-levy, even if you collect at optimum rates.
So what is that solution?
Mekaba.
Mpacho mitioba.
Mekaba mpacho. Mekaba. Ayi vendors here omuntu E-levy. So what do you far about? Because I said na vendors no omuti E-levy no pa no campaign against E-levy. Take. And they do one call Flagstaff House. They do one call Flagstaff House. They share one boss. One more the omuntu ebi. Into one conquer campaign in my E-levy. Okay. Yes.
One catch up.
Na kwesi ya kaso omuntu campaign in my E-levy.
Yes. We have it. Executives do promise to go and campaign for E-levy.
Because I'm omuntu ebi.
Because omuntu ebi. I don't know. Me sure.
Why catch up so much ebi to omuntu campaign? President.
Omuntu president. Omuntu campaign. Say E-levy no. Ebe ha wo. Ebe mo business asay ni ade. Ye share one boss say oh. Mo kra de anka mo.
Why na share mo say abon?
O man penny share board.
Kwame Pacho ma produce check.
Woman check it. A brown coya, woman call promise your man penny say campaign on by your power for E-levy. Make up make Sadia do pa.
A catch of them a moon tree.
Some would and come into Munkoya campaign. And one would move Muna campaign. In your campaign, Kitwa. No more campaign, every year, say E-levy about. Most of them go to us. Hey!
Probably my police are on checking and report. Isaac checking mine.
Check it, send me boy. One call Flagstaff House.
Minimum some call Flagstaff House.
One quite dead, one catch your man penny.
And you now catch her who can, yes, I know.
Now, a dear no more kind.
Almost some more register more fierce. And
I'm going to start with fierce and
no, I'm because I'm calling some
the same thing, yeah.
But the can't trauma say it's answered no more can it be more from to
there be then says a sense near more can it near catch on say mood they cried the income
to no moon some monk
more income moon to vendors moon to be as a vendor
you free
and
I'm sure and
campaign brutal campaign brutal now Master Pacho Nene Nana Kumaya dream a crime bisu. IMF no MY and China IMF in that de pa IMF in that bia SOBiako. Because Ukowa and your ma as a yema ye 2 pound or my sick as a woman pet.
I don't boost the balance
and no pet. IMF, one prescription for national economic recovery and neoliberalism. Neoliberal economics. And yes, one more Bob said one more why a discipline keke. 1%. Your economy should be a neoliberal economy, open to the world market, where we are disadvantaged and so on. In the IMF from why that? Masa, Nampre Bebeya Yako IMF Yaboy. 1982-83 Yako IMF, and once you saw Kobase. Master, 300,000 workers lost their jobs. Privatization of state enterprises, devaluation of national currency, withdrawal of subsidies on agriculture and social services, and you will pre-acquire me for IMF, and the empire now, dream Musa acquire me from Mekacho. Don't employ people in the public service again. Freeze on public sector employment. Maybe one, wage bill, no, manage the wage bill so that it doesn't go to a certain extent and so on. And one more solution, there's no other solution. That solution is in the say, MY. In time for party, the dole, and idea is the echo. And you might be why ya, it will be a tumpo. Now, Massa, your tea studio, her Sunday. Ghana, Ufa Bibrim Africa, you two go to Chobia, you two go to South Africa. Meboa.
Well, sure.
Ghana is the leading producer of gold in Africa, the largest producer of gold in Africa. Fact.
Let me check.
So we should see here now, the 5th largest producer of gold in the world. In the Argentina, Ohia Edusa. I didn't tell you Edusa and said, no gold industry. Ghanaian interest in the gold industry, 3%. Where we call IMF, our own country say go and raise Ghanaian interest to 55%. Our own country will that. But that is the solution. And then foreign exchange retention agreement, any mining companies, I see a trouble. Say, "Percy, yes, can you say trouble?" We call IMF, our own country say trouble that. Omo de enfa, omo de sakra no omo pe no. Oh no, Jim. So major tax concessions and multinational corporations, huge tax concessions. IMF more tax concessions. Na Ghana for numre, Ghana here for numre. Na multinational corporations, woman try high life. The IMF is not a solution.
When we say IMF, we are first. So maybe cancel free SHS.
And also, Krawanya Beba. Because books no more balance. In so free SHS need to balance books are trouble and so on. You know, the IMF is not a solution at all. And no, and this is a dream who me and Koho. and no more why ya be me tumpo. That's all. And you know why ya be me tumpo. That's all. You understand? Eti yenja isa in some na ya kika ni adeni. Ye ina from the very beginning say E-levy was not a solution. It has not been a solution. It will never be a solution. Ye nya ya ebe ma ye ho ahehan na se se ade ma sa labraka anosh na won sa ze ka kofa bibia bro.
Let me not confirm ya mami. Ghana being the largest producer of gold in Africa.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, number 1 is number 6 in the world.
Have you do 6? No, 5.
It's
fifth largest producer of gold in the world.
Yeah, it's actually
the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. Why are we not benefiting from cocoa?
Ghana is Africa's largest gold producer and 6th largest worldwide.
Oh, you are?
That's what I see here, according to Google.
Now, Flagstaff House, they don't want to me and confirm and so on. Come in, you
so I'm quite demonstration. I'm quite a campaign.
There will be who
Peace FM.
Kwesi see to me pon there.
Oh, come. Now be can be.
Kwesi obviously yes I see your pastor.
Then they see. When you can tell president can say there. Woman ko educate your members woman je entum. Na merchant for no muntua right from the onset no mudi any down yes I know it's a man said na ku
I gotta go, man. Always when you stop to say a prayer, please say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.